Yes, sir! What's up, boys? We're back with another video. And in this video, we're talking about the Bulls trading up to draft LaMelo Ball. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow this channel, been getting a lot of good feedback lately. And by the way, shout out to my boy King L. You guys go check his channel out. I'll probably leave his channel in the description for you guys to check out. He's been a day one supporter of mine. He makes animation videos and all types of shit like that. So if you guys are into animation, make sure you go check out his channel. He's a good dude and he's trying to grow his channel. So shout out to you, King L. Anyways, let's get straight into the video. Today we're going to be talking about the Chicago Bulls trading up to draft LaMelo Ball. So this is news that just came out recently. Came out yesterday, actually. For a while, the Bulls have been linked to LaMelo Ball. But now more rumors are coming to the surface. And now we actually have a proposed trade on the table. So a trade has gotten leaked. No, I don't know where this trade got leaked from, but players have been included and we have an idea of what the Bulls are trying to do. So the Bulls are trying to trade up from the 4th pick in the draft this year to the 1st pick. And the reason they want to do that is because they want to select LaMelo Ball. All the news is saying that LaMelo Ball is likely to go first in the draft. If not first, definitely top 3. That leaves Chicago Bulls sitting at 4, out of luck. Now, what is the trade being proposed? So, the trade being proposed is 2 possible trades. Both trades involve the 4th pick, Chicago's 4th pick, and a player. So, the players involved would be either Wendell Carter Jr., the 2-year center, or Lauri Markkanen, the 3-year power forward. So, the trade would either be Lauri Markkanen plus the 4th pick for the 1st pick from Minnesota, or Wendell Carter Jr. plus the 4th pick for the 1st pick from Minnesota. Now, guys, Chicago Bulls fans, how do you guys feel about that trade? Do you feel like that's giving up too much? Do you guys feel like that's giving up too much for the chance to draft LaMelo Ball number 1? Because keep in mind, if you guys didn't get LaMelo Ball number 1, there's still a lot of great players in this draft. One particularly comes to mind, and that's Deni Avdija. I think Deni Avdija would be a great fit with the Bulls. Obviously, he's lacking in defense, but his body and his offense much more makes up for it. So you guys do have backup options if you are unable to get LaMelo. But first, Chicago Bulls fans, how do you guys feel about that trade of Lauri Markkanen or Wendell Carter Jr. plus the 4th pick for the 1st pick and the ability to draft LaMelo Ball? How do you guys feel about that? Let me know in the comments down below. Me personally, I think it's a trade that works out well for both teams. In regards to whether they trade Lauri Markkanen or Wendell Carter Jr., there's pros and cons to both. I consider both players expendable when it comes to pursuing a guy like LaMelo Ball. Depending on the player they were trying to target in the draft, I wouldn't likely suggest that they trade both of those key core pieces to go get another guy in the draft. But because it's LaMelo Ball, he has the potential to be a superstar in this league, if not a star. So let's talk about the pros and cons. If they were to let go of Lauri in this trade, what the Bulls are giving up is a good stretch 4 who can space the floor, has good length on him. He's 7 foot, moves pretty well. He could use some more athleticism, doesn't have much athleticism, but for the position and role that he plays, not much athleticism is needed. He gets a good amount of rebounds. Defensively, in terms of blocks and steals, he's kind of lacking there in comparison to Wendell Carter Jr. But as I said, so it's really like, it's kind of like choosing a starter Pokemon. In Pokemon, there's pros and cons. Like if you choose, I think this is a good example. If you choose to keep Lauri Markkanen, that's like you guys are choosing to keep Charmander. You're choosing to keep a player who has more offense abilities and less defense abilities. If you choose to keep Wendell Carter Jr., you're choosing a player like Squirtle or Blastoise, a player who has more defensive capabilities, less offensive capabilities. So what it really comes down to and who you guys prefer to keep is whether you're leaning towards keeping more offense with the team or more defense with the team. Me personally, I don't care who the Bulls keep as long as they make this trade happen and select LaMelo Ball. I think it's a great trade for the Bulls because think about it like this. The Bulls' transition offense would be fucking incredible. Imagine having LaMelo Ball get in the rebound, because he's 6'7", 6'8", by the way, guys, at a point guard. He gets the rebound, starts pushing up the fast break, starts the transition offense, hits Kobe on the wing. Kobe, you know that boy Kobe's fast. Kobe on the wing, driving to the rim. See Zach coming flying in off the corner. Alley-oop to Zach, slam dunk. That's the type of shit that you're going to be seeing, and that shit is fucking exciting to watch, boys. That could bring the Bulls back on the map in terms of making them a team that you watch on House of Highlights, making them a team that you see on Bleacher Report, making them a team where their plays are getting highlighted at the end of the night. Not all Zion plays. For once, we're going to see the Bulls back in action. One of the few Bulls highlights that I remember being shown last season was the one where Zach LaVine hit the game winner against Charlotte Hornets. That shit was crazy. But what we're going to start seeing if you guys draft LaMelo Ball is nightly fucking highlights. LaMelo Ball is a human highlight reel, guys. Do you guys get that? I'm talking about Trae Young type highlight reel. What you get with LaMelo Ball is the same ball handling and playmaking that you get from Trae Young with less shooting ability. The same shot creation ability. They can both create amazing shots, but his finishing is just not there in terms of percentages. LaMelo Ball's field goal percentage isn't there. His three-point percentage isn't there. But he's a fantastic prospect. If he can get with the right coaches who can develop his shooting and make him into an NBA-level three-point shooter, it's over, guys. This is a guy you want on your team. LaMelo Ball could potentially be the future. Or he could be a complete bust like Lonzo. Just like Lonzo. I remember Lonzo going into the draft, they were saying he's a combination of Magic Johnson and Stephen Curry. Now he's a combination of fucking Magic Johnson and Chicken Curry. Because this nigga isn't really doing much in the league. Like, honestly, I'm a Lonzo fan. I still think he's going to be a great player. He's amazing. He's defensively great. He's great at playmaking, but his shooting and finishing and free throw is all horrible. That shit needs to improve if he wants to make any type of impact in this league. As for his brother, and his confidence is lacking. When it comes to LaMelo, there's no lack of confidence in this guy. He's as confident as they come. He doesn't worry about the last play. He bricks 3 3-pointers in a row. Guess what? He's taking the fourth one just as confident as he was on the first 3. That's something that can be good or bad, but you already have this type of player in Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine's never scared of the moment, guys. Zach LaVine is a very confident player. I think when you combine him and LaMelo Ball with Kobe White, you have a fantastic group of guards. You can play a starting lineup of LaMelo Ball, Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Otto Porter Jr., and Wendell Carter Jr. Or if you keep Lauri Markkanen, then you would have to get someone to play the 5 because you don't want Lauri playing the 5 necessarily. Only in spot minutes, only in small ball lineups. But guys, I think the potential is just through the roof. I think the Bulls have to make this trade. It's a good trade for Minnesota because they get assets in return. They get Wendell Carter Jr. or Lauri Markkanen, and they can still draft a guy that they like with the 4th pick. Whether it be Denny Avdia, Devin Vassell, Obi Toppin, Okongwu, all these names, Isaac Okoro. There's going to be multiple guys that these guys can draft. Tyrese Halliburton, whoever they like is going to be there. It's a great pick. It's a great trade for both teams. Now, what else do I want to... Oh, yeah. Also, it's important that the Bulls make this trade as soon as possible because Detroit and OKC are also interested in trading up to the 1st pick to draft LaMelo Ball, guys. Detroit and OKC are both trying to challenge the Bulls to get this 1st pick. The Bulls need to do whatever they can to get LaMelo Ball. Bring LaMelo to the Bulls. Guys, comment down below if you agree or disagree with me. How do you guys feel about LaMelo Ball? How do you guys feel about this draft? Who do you think the Chicago Bulls should take? Let's talk about it. The Bulls are in a great position right now. They're very young. They have some good guys on the team in Zach LaVine and Kobe White. This is their opportunity to increase their potential, increase their ceiling, increase their development. LaMelo Ball is a once-in-a-generation talent. Guys, he's talented. Will he become what we all think he's going to become? That's yet to be seen, but the talent is there. One thing that the Bulls would need to address, I'm not just going to talk about the positives of bringing LaMelo Ball. I'm going to talk about the negatives too. One thing the Bulls would need to address if they did bring LaMelo Ball, they would have to address the defense. Zach LaVine is not known for his defense. Kobe White's still young. He can develop on the defensive end, but as I said, he's still young. He needs to develop. LaMelo Ball, not known for his defense. not known for his defense, especially not his consistency, especially not his effort. Kind of lackadaisical on defense, kind of has his hands on his hip. But this is all stuff that can change when you get put in the right system and you're allowed to develop, and you have trainers teaching you what to do, coaches teaching you what to do, and you guys just signed Billy Donovan, and you guys just got a new front office in. The grass is looking a lot greener in Chicago. This is the time to make a big move and jumpstart your fucking rebuild. It's not even a rebuild because you guys are already building it. Jumpstart your process. Joel Embiid says trust the process. Right now, the Bulls need to jumpstart that process and draft LaMelo fucking Ball. Let me know how you guys feel about this shit in the comments. Let's talk Bulls. Let's talk Bulls. Let's talk LaMelo. How you guys feel about this shit? Like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and check out my boy King L. Alright, everybody have a good day. Make sure you're doing something nice. Leave a good impression on people. All that shit. No bad energy. Only good vibes over here. Alright, peace, boys.